Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends series. This is Marvel's Warlock Build-A-Figure set, and this is Cyclops from the X-Men line. This is a very cool looking figure. This is basically the Jim Lee interpretation of Cyclops from the early 90s onward. It's one of the, I guess, my favorite iterations of the character itself, so I'm really happy that we actually got a cool new figure here. Very awesome. We also get a Build-A-Figure piece for Warlock, which is really awesome as well. This comes on a standard Marvel Legends series packaging. Nice window art here so you can see the figure, see what's going on inside of it. The sides have kind of the traditional artwork, same on both sides. Top, we've got the X-Men logo, the Build-A-Figure Marvel's Warlock stamp on it. The bottom, we get the standard copyright information. And on the back, we get the glamour shot of the figure, along with the other figures in the wave and the Build-A-Figure instruction sheet, I guess you could say. So, very cool looking anyways. I do like this guy. He is a little bit harder to come by. A lot harder to come by, I guess, would be a better way of looking at it. Single piece of tape here on the side. We'll just go ahead and cut that off here. Yank this tab out. Fold the flaps open. And grab hold of the insert and pull. So yeah, it's I guess he's really is a fan favorite, so they've got harder to get this guy. So we'll come back to that in a moment here to explain more about that. But here we have the figure. Go ahead and yank it out. We have the, I guess this is the left leg of Warlock for the Build-A-Figure, and no other accessories. Get out of there. And we got the figure out. Let's go ahead and zoom in so we can get a closer look at this guy here. Up first, we'll just take a real quick look at the Build-A-Figure piece. It's the left leg of Warlock. Really nice detail. Not going to spend much time on it because we will do that when we actually build this figure here and put them together. We have to get all the pieces first though. It's cool. It's got some nice detail work on it. Really intricate details all the way around. Really nice paint job on the kind of varnished bronze kind of vibe. But anyways, that will go in our stack of parts for Warlock, and we'll move on to the actual figure itself here. So just looking at the figure here, it is really cool looking. They've done a really great job here with this sculpt and getting him to look like the blue team leader from the X-Men series, which is the way that a lot of us remember this guy from the animated cartoon series, the actual relaunch of the X-Men title back in the 90s by Jim Lee. Really great job in doing that. One thing that I'm noticing right off the top, and I think I've heard about this before, these little band things are really hard to keep on and keep in place. As you can see, they've already kind of fallen down. We kind of had similar issues with our Rogue figure from the 90s interpretation of that. It's not that big of a deal here. You can always just kind of push these things around and get them lined up where you want them. You have some really awesome detail here regardless though. The visor on his eye guard thing is a nice kind of metallic color here. So it's not like yellow. And they've actually gone in like on the X-Men logo and have that same kind of golden metallic color going around the paint on that thing, which is a really nice touch. Very subtle, but works really well. The colors on this guy just pops really awesomely. So again, detail work is really amazing on this guy. The head sculpt looks great. I'm really impressed with this guy. Beyond that, you've got lots of these little pouches all the way around. The cool little, I don't even know, buckles, I guess you would say, on his armbands and his leg bands and his feet bands, boot bands, I don't know what you call them, but regardless, it looks cool. Same thing on the back. Beyond that, it's kind of a standard figure here. He's not one of the larger figures by any means. He's not like a Hulk figure, that's for sure. But they did a good job of choosing this particular sculpt here. It does a good job of just showing the sleekness of the character, I guess would be the better way of me saying that. Anyways, I really do like this guy. Let's look at articulation up first. The head does spin 360 degrees. We do have plenty of forward, plenty of upward, backward, however you want to look at it there. Really good range of motion there. We also have a little bit of side tilt, a little bit of side tilt. All in all, it just looks really awesome there. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Nice and clicky. Standard swivel at the upper bicep. We do get a double elbow joint here for this guy, which is cool. We do get the standard swivel and rocker on his hand. You do have to kind of play around with this armband a little bit to get it to kind of not be stuck up here to show you some of that blue undercoating. But all in all, pretty nice looking. I don't really know what I feel about this particular hand sculpt. It works because he is kind of the leader and he's kind of usually pointing around and saying, hey, go over there. Attack that guy. So it works. I think I kind of like the either open hand, full open hand, or full closed hand myself a little bit more. But it does work. Have the ab rocker motion here going on. The crazy chest harness thing is not impeding that in any way, shape, or form. So all the way forward is right there. All the way back is right there. And kind of a normal stance is right there. So all in all, it looks really good. We do have standard waist twist here as well. Standard plastic T-hook for the hip joints. So full front motion, pretty good full backward motion, sorry. And side to side is pretty standard for these guys, so that's pretty good. We do have the standard swivel at the top of the thigh here. You know, notice that little band there is slipping a little bit, so you can move it up there to kind of hide that joint if you want to, which is kind of weird, but it does work. We do have a double knee joint here. If I can get the second, there you go. Double knee joint. We do have a swivel at the top of the calf, which is really cool. And again, this little piece here keeps falling down, so you can probably take a little bit of super glue and tack that in place, I'm sure, but it's a little bit aggravating. Standard swivel, rocker, twisty ankle joint here as well, so nothing really too incredible about this guy. All in all, really great articulation. It's kind of the base that we go off of, so it's got all the major points. Really good, no problems there whatsoever, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a cool looking figure. I am really impressed with this guy. He's got a few minor issues. The bands on his legs, his calves are probably the worst of it. So if you can get past that, it's really an all-around stellar figure. I can definitely see why this guy commands a higher price than most of the rest of the waves. He is chalking in at the above $40 range, so yeah, he's hard to get, probably because he's so awesome, I guess. So yeah, for around the $40 mark, I would recommend it. Anything above 40 and it's going to kind of start having diminishing returns from my opinion. So you just kind of have to play this one by ear. You might be able to still get some good deals here, there, and about, but it is getting harder and harder to get this guy. So use your own judgment, see what you're comfortable with, but kind of be prepared to go above 40 on this guy. It's kind of the standard right now. So and it's usually around the $50 to $60 mark, but I think mine ended up being around 40, so I got a pretty good deal on it, and I was happy with that. So, but again, it is an awesome figure, so you really can't go wrong. You are not going to be disappointed with this guy. So, yeah, there you go. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you think of Cyclops and this iteration from the 90s. I love this guy. It's really an awesome figure, but you're all entitled to your own opinions, and feel free to share those below. We want to hear from y'all to see what you think about this guy. Do you have a favorite Cyclops figure so far? If so, which one is it? For me, it is probably going to be this guy here so far. So, anyways, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to our channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. Drop some comments down below. Let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes. Share it with your friends. Give us a thumbs up if you dig it. Yeah, then till next time, we'll catch you later.